Pesa yako yenye iko kwa money market fund si financial plan yako. Every money that you have in a certain bucket should have a purpose. Sawa. You have a money in the money market fund, but what job is it doing? Is it the emergency fund? Is it your short-term goals investment, medium-term goals, or long-term goals? Number one, if it is money for emergency, liquidity matters. So, for example, you have 300,000 shillings in a money market fund. Okay? Its job is not to make you rich. It's just you have placed that money there to earn interest above inflation rate. The money is meant to be available when you lose your job, maybe umevutwa kazi, maybe kuna emergency kwa nyumba, okay? Tuseme, haya, gas yako imeisha unexpectedly, okay? Where do you restock? You get the money from the money market fund. Shawa imechomeka, shawa yako ichemshi maji moto na yoni time ya baridi. Utafanya aje? Utatoa pesa, utataka kununua shawa ingine or to repair that one. Where will the money come from? The emergency fund. Your car breaks down. Of course, this is unplanned. Pesa itatoka wapi kwa emergency fund? You have an urgent family need. Kuna kitu tu imetokea. It requires financial attention. Pesa inatoka wapi kwa emergency fund? Salary yako imedelay kulipwa for some few months. Bills lazima ulipe, rent, bure, landlord atakutupa nje ya nyumba. Lazima uende kazi. Transport unatoa wapi kwa emergency fund? So, emergency fund inafaa ikuwe place yenye iko easily accessible and place yenye iko safe, yenye your principal is preserved. Under short-term goals, una save pesa ya school fees ya mtoto wako. Every month you commit 20,000 shillings. Then per year, of course, will come to 40,000 shillings. Now, you don't need to take unnecessary investment risk with this money because it is meant to take your kid to school and it is a short-term goal. Unaona, wezi chukua hii pesa tuende kuweka kwa special fund. Remember that special fund is a high risk avenue. Yes, inakupea pesa nyingi return, potential return, but it also carries a huge risk. Pay iko na lock-in period. Now, let's assume investi pesa kwa special fund. Then markets your times underperform. Utaambia mtoto wako, tuseme mtoto wako ako grade 7, anafaa ende grade 8. Utamwambia mama baba kaa nyumbani kwanza kidogo, ati pesa yangu ili market haiko perform vizuri sana, utaenda shule next year. Is it really realistic? Aya, leo nimekuachia. Number 3, medium term goals. You're saving money for house deposit in 3 years. Done. House deposit, of course, tutaangalia 3 years as the time horizon. Tuangalie the risk na strategy yenye tunatumia kuinvesti pesa. You need to factor in those things. Now, your investment decisions should reflect them when you need to use the money and the risk you are able to accommodate. Okay? For long-term money, suppose you are saving for retirement. That will be a totally different game. Why? Because you have a longer time. Yes, it can be longer or it can also be shorter. But time in the market, there's always a new opportunity to make money. So you can come up with a good strategy in which you can invest this money in the long term to grow your wealth and for wealth accumulation. Let's use an example. Mary earns a salary of 150,000 shillings. She has a savings of 500,000 in a money market fund. And she's saying that she's investing that money. Now, I'll ask her some few questions. What are you investing that money for? Is it for an emergency fund, school fees, house down payment? Maybe anataka kununua nyumba in a few years. Retirement. Maybe anataka kufungua business nayo. All those. So, if it is for retirement, that totally changes the strategy. Why? Because you can structure a portfolio in a way that pia itakuwa ina maximize returns zake. Unaona? A money market fund, typically on average, unaweza pata return ya 7 to 11%. but na vitu kama stock market, ETFs, etc, all those portfolios, you can find different returns zenye we can try to diversify her investments so that she can maximize on the returns. Okay, now akisema ni emergency fund, yes, she can use a money market fund for that goal, but pia kuna a limit number of money you are needed to use as an emergency fund. If you ukuwe na emergency fund nyingi sana pia past 6 months of your monthly expenses, because you'll be losing value from your money. Okay, so money market fund, most of the time, yes, it is a good that is a saving avenue. It is not an investment avenue. So for more financial literacy information, you can follow this channel. You can also DM me. I do financial planning. You don't have a money problem. You have a direction problem. You work hard for your money, but does your money know where it's going? Without direction, it's easy to work hard, but still feel stuck. That's why I created the financial roadmap session. Here is what happens in a financial roadmap session. First, we look at where your money is today. Your income, expenses, savings, investments, protection, and financial responsibilities. Everything on the table. Then, we identify the gaps. Where are you exposed? What is holding your money back? What needs attention first? Next, we define where you want to go. Your goals, your timelines, and the life you want your money to support. Then, we build a practical roadmap. What to do first, what to do next, how much to allocate, and which financial tool fits your situation. The goal is simple, to give your money a clear plan from where you are to where you want to be. If you are ready to give your money direction, book your financial roadmap session today. DM me the word roadmap to get started. Remember that your financial future doesn't change by chance. It changes by direction.